Pearl joins us. Bruce, do you know this fan personally? Do you know him well?
I don't know him well, but I've seen his coconuts. I've seen way too much of his coconuts.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why Bruce Pearl's a star, right? Hey, this is a remarkable home court advantage. We've talked about it all morning, but big picture, why do you think it seems particularly hard this year for even good teams to go on the road and win?
You know, I think that if you look around the country, more schools are doing this. And I think our school has led the way. Neville Arena, the Jungle, it's the best student section of college basketball. But we went to Ole Miss, it was sold out. We went to Mississippi State, Alabama, it's sold out. I don't know if you're seeing that around the league in other conferences, but in our conferences, that's been great. Really good players, really good coaches, fun basketball. The game, I think, on the court has been as good as I've ever seen it. The game's delivering. There's stuff off the court that's crazy, but on the court, great basketball.
You know, Bruce, we've been saying about your program for a long time that Auburn and Houston lead the nation in playing hard. And to describe your program and your team, I would say relentless. How do you coach and teach relentless?
You know, I hear a lot of coaches, Jay, talk about they don't want to coach effort and energy. And I don't understand that. You can't just expect that to it's the one thing you can control is how passionate you are, how committed you are. And look, you have got to make plays offensively and defensively. You can't, if we sit back and let Kentucky run their offense and not try to disrupt them at all, if we don't score out of our transition, it's going to be a real struggle for us. So we play 10 or 11 guys. We share it. We recruit it that way. They understand that they're going to be in a happy locker room because everybody's going to be out there contributing. And my job is to put them in position to be successful. And as long as they're out there playing hard, they got a chance.
How do you get 10 or 11 guys to buy into that? Because you think about the world we live in, everyone wants instant gratification.
Right.
Your guys are all about the sum of its parts,
Right.
kind of strength in numbers. How do you get those guys to buy into that?
Well, Jay, who did you play with and behind? Who was your guy that you
I didn't play behind anybody.
Okay, there we go. I knew that was coming. Who played behind you?
I played with Johnny Dawkins
Yeah.
and Mark Allery, David Henderson, Tommy Amaker,
Billy
Billy King, Danny Ferry.
You relied on those guys.
Oh, yeah.
And they relied on you.
Yeah.
And that's what you do, Seth, in the locker room. You got to, I don't want to let my coaches down. I don't want to let my players down. I want to be as prepared as I possibly can be. And I think the other thing, too, is we recruit that way. We tell them, look, I'm going to put you in position to be successful. I'm going to let you play yourself into your role. I'm going to be patient with you, so on and so forth. And these guys, as a result, they like each other. They trust each other. And if they want to play more, okay, who do you want me to take out? Like, you go tell the guy you want me to take out because you want his minutes.
But when you recruit them, you'll tell them, hey, if you want to play 35 minutes a game, don't come here.
Don't come here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
no,
you can be a part of something great. Coach, I've been to some of your practices, and you just talked about how you don't want to let your players down. You don't want to let the program down. How do we just described the team as relentless. You are also relentless in practice with your energy. How do you find the energy day in and day out to pour into those guys?
Yep. When you're not very talented, you got to make up for it in other areas. And so I make up for it with, I got a chip on my shoulder. I'm nobody from nowhere. And I am so blessed to live in a country where I'm a Jewish basketball coach in Auburn, Alabama, okay? I mean, can we keep that real? Can we keep that real? I go to work every single day rewarding the people at Auburn for giving me the opportunity of a lifetime. And I'm grateful for it. So all I can do is give it everything I got. I tell coaches, don't rent. I know we're leased, but buy in. Treat that job, it's like the last job you've ever had, and it gives you a chance. And our kids know that. And you know what? As a result, they forgive me when I make mistakes because I know I'm doing the best I can.
BP, I've called a couple of your games this year, and getting a chance to see. We talked about Purdue, UConn, kind of separating themselves away from the pack. But what would you say is the ceiling for this year's team, considering you understand them better than anybody?
I think if we continue to defend, right? If we can continue to make it hard for people to score, and if we just continue to share the ball. So at the end of the game, if our assist numbers are up, if we're creating some offense from our defense, obviously if we stay healthy. Bottom line, when the players decide they're going to win a championship, we're going to win a championship. I can help them win some games. I can't win. They can't. Players, you know that. Players win championships. And these guys are bought in, and they've been grinding. They respect their opponents, but we're afraid of nobody.
When they win a championship, they'll be great, RD.
Coach, I heard you tried to give up cussing for a period of time.
How long did that last?
About 24 hours.
He's a Jewish guy from Boston. He has no shot
chance.
of giving that up.
What as a coach makes you want to cuss the most? Like, what gets you so fired up, either with this group or in general? What just lights you on fire?
Probably Katie Johnson. I would just say. And he knows. Katie knows. He knows how to get me. But I did. I tried to give it up. My wife is a wonderful Christian woman, and she wanted me to give up cussing. I gave up beer and cussing for 21 days, and I definitely gave up beer.
Well, I do my best to subscribe to the Hubert Davis School of Cursing by saying bejeebies Eloises. But I would say that sometimes these guys make me want to cuss. I totally understand where you're coming from. Bruce, best of luck tonight, man. This is a great environment. Thanks for being such a great host. Great Bruce Pearl, Auburn and Kentucky coming up tonight. Always appreciate you, my friend. Glad to have you with us.